Welcome back, my dear friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Attila Total War, where we are playing as Venedians. And we are barely surviving. Cause at the moment, even though we did kill another enemy general, rank 2, Odesser, of the Rivers of Blood, the enemy still has more allies, probably, than us. They have better situation in terms of an economy and food in abundance. They are evil. With the addition of many raiders all over the place, from the damnable Roxolanians to the damnable Magirs, it's gonna be a problem. With additional that the Geats are coming from the Rugian side, in general, all bad situations are happening. Also, the Venedian separatists down south are making issues for us, as they have taken one of the cities that reality-wise we could not hold no matter what, due to many errors on our side. But again, we have been backstabbed by 3 factions at the same freaking time, though 2 factions had the most influence. Well, more than two. Everybody's raiding our lands, and because of that the food is going really down. Minus 22 on the food, additional plus minus 45 from the buildings. We are in a dire situation. Our general and King Darko, well, he has leveled up, and we shall immediately level him up by seeing what we can do with him. He is gaining penetration gloves, household items, 2 of those, and equipment contract. So recruitment cost minus 10% for mercenary unit, that's beautiful. And unit experience plus 3 for infantry unit recruits. That's always a nice thing, always a nice thing. But if you see this, hunter, food, 5 from characters, governed province. Maybe that means if these are the characters inside a governed province, they don't have to be the governors of the province. Though I don't think the king can become the governor of the province, unless I am mistaken. I usually am. At this very moment we have issues with integrity and many other things, but the food is the biggest problem. Integrity, we have 2 points, we can go for that. But I think I'm gonna try this hunter thing, because I'm not sure exactly what it does at the end of the day, except telling me what it does. But this governed province is the thing. I mean, even with 10 food, that's not gonna negate the situation we are in. So, maybe get for the judge, integrity on the commanded force, and corruption minus 5%, authority plus 1. Sacking and looting is really not necessary. An infantry commander. I'm gonna go with the integrity and food and see how that's really gonna go for us. Next is the force details. We can decimate a little bit of our units, but there is no need at the moment, as we can move towards our main village and main town of Palteskia. Traditions, wardens of the tribe, integrity in own or allied territory, or morale plus 3 during forest battles, guerrilla warfare. We shall go with wardens of the tribe. We have 1 more. Shall we go for 1 more? Beggar integrity, why the hell not, right? Growth plus 4 local province, which is not a bad thing. Domestic devotion. We are farmers and all that, and we love our families, but still, it leads to upkeep. But to be honest, it's not a bad thing to have. It's not a bad thing to have. There are some very interesting choices. Very interesting choices. We shall go with this. Region and province of growth. Why the hell not? Let's do the next thing. And by moving in forced march towards Palteskia. Again, minus 88, minus 60. We are getting rebels again. And we are not getting more troops. as the troops are being decimated by the food shortage. So whatever we do reality-wise is near the end. If something does not change, we are pretty much dead. And the only thing that can really change is losing Duna to Rugians, whoever, Geats maybe? We shall see about that. In terms of diplomacy, we could try out diplomacy with some of our allies. Sclavinians or Antians? With Sclavinians we're at the best. At 86 going for 109 opinion. 36 to 69. The funny thing with the Antians, we do have a marriage compared to the Sclavinians. So there is that. Again, non-aggression pact, military access, we have trade. Doesn't really give us at the end of the day that much.
We have need of talk,
But
sure. We also need good food, a warm fire, and warm women.
We all love women. But a military alliance would be a good thing. Can I offer you some money? Not like I have any to offer. Okay, so at least I'm not gonna be able to get anything out of that. So military alliance at a certain moment is unacceptable. Defensive alliance. No? No. Low. But if we offer him the military alliance, will he say something? Rejected.
The gods would be displeased if I said yes too easily, although you speak your part well.
That's a sad thing. That is truly a sad thing. Sclavinians, Vladislav, ain't helping us at this point. I'm not expecting anything from Antians, to be honest. They are unreliable, progressive, and opportunists. So again,
we have need of talk, I'm sure, but we also need good food, a warm fire, and warm women.
Military access, even that is impossible. Very bad. Defensive alliance, low.
I fear our ancestors' unhappiness if I accepted, generous as your offer seems.
Sadly, diplomacy is not the best thing we have as Venedians. Sadly. Now, of course, Venedians do not need money to expand, but the expansion would be so far beyond our borders to get towards this point here, and Silas in Hyperborea. It's too far off to gain anything. And again, we do not need, no colonization cost. No colonization cost. We could try that out if everything really goes to bad. I mean, everything is going bad. That would actually be the best thing we can do. Migrate completely from Poltaskaya and go towards the new lands beyond the border of our friends here. But the Huns are there and they might not like us going into their territory that they've already destroyed. But at the moment this is all we can do, so it doesn't really matter what our choices are gonna be. We'll give some edicts at the moment. Sacred winds, replenishment. Public order. I think this is the only thing that really matters at this point, is Perun's glory. And let's see again. Yes, the Shrine of Perun has been damaged. In inability, we do not have the effects of the last stand. So there is that. And we have no money to repair it, as it costs quite a bit. Slowly it will all repair, but slowly. Few turns down the line. And also soon we're gonna be gaining whatever technology we are now chasing. In one turn, we were getting Roman logistics system ammunition, but enables the building of woodcarver and unlocks recruitment of Slavic axemen, replacing the Slavic X levy. So that is a good thing. No more naked boys. We are 398 AD. It is the spring. So soon getting, well, if we even survive to 400, that is the true question. We shall survive or we shall not. Let's end the turn, as that is all really we can do. In terms of faction, the standing and all that, the only son that we have is Dragovit. We have the governor. Everything is as is. Dominion is beautiful. Everything else is pretty much nice. We are going to the powerful status. But sadly, as always, issues arise. Issues do arise. And the biggest issue is food. The fort is dangerous, the dragon slayers, but slowly it's going up. So that is a good thing. Move on. Slowly going up. The integrity of the dragon slayers. The fun enough, 2 big battles won. And still we have no way of actually sustaining our force in integrity or in food, of course. A very bad start for the Venedians. Well, the middle, it would seem, and the end is coming very shortly. Beyond that, the Geats, who knows where they are. The Rugians coming, probably with more forces. The 2 big forces of the Rugian army have been defeated. And 1 additional force, well, another general dead in that force. So 3 generals in total killed by us. Amazing, I would say. But the real question is, how do we survive without food? So I'm thinking of going from Baltetskia and moving forward. Though again, we do have the rebels down there. And if we can do something against them, that would be perfect. But they are now situated inside a town. Which will be a problem. Separatists again from Duna. Going for Duna. They may not have enough force to defend Oyam. But again, does it matter? The morale of our armies and our villagers is going down, of our people, and the food is non-existent. And Budinians coming towards my would-be allies. Raiding is not a good thing. But at the moment, nobody is raiding us, I think. Even the separatists ain't doing anything. Duna civil war. So there is that. Attrition, 60 men down, -4, 24, thankfully, again, from all the losses and everything. It's a sad thing, indeed, but it is as it is. And now we can change from Slavic ex-levy into to retrain them into something more, into Slavic axemen, which is a little bit of a difference, a little bit better melee attack, armor from 15 to 18, and they have a new ability. It costs 81, but you can see from the upkeep 153 to 194, and at least we gain the full benefit. No, we don't actually get a full benefit of more men. Like I was hoping that maybe it replenishes completely the men themselves, but sadly not. Geats and Western Roman Empire at war. Understandable. Western Roman Empire tends to die very fast. But also historically true, but still. Construction complete of jetties in Duna. Unseasonal conditions in our province. Which means good stuff or bad stuff. Famine. But not that. Good summer. Growth of +10 and wealth +10% from agriculture and animal husbandry buildings. Province to each region. Outraged populace. It's all bad stuff at the very moment. All bad stuff. Now we are at 0, but still -23 of the beautiful public order. Beautiful. But at least we're not getting any diseases at the moment. So there is that. So we have finished development of the Roman logistics system. An edict has been issued of Perun's glory. What we really need is repair, but at the moment the money is not there for us to repair everything. Unless we allow it over time. We would do that, to be honest. We could do that. But Duna might get attacked soon. Which means, from what pathetic of an army we have, we might be able to buy more mercenaries if need be. Nope. Also the integrity is current 18, -2 change. But again, if we do decimate this army in any way, shape or form, that's an issue. That is an issue. We can merge. That's all we can really do. Hope for the best. For now. Hope for the best. Get the mercenary Germanic. Excellent. I'll get a little bit more army. We're gonna go for Oyam because the enemy might be going with Slavic ex-warriors towards Duna. That is an issue. I might go for Oyam even if they do have a massive army there. Even if they do have a massive army there guarding Oyam. We might lose Duna. We're losing Duna, that's gonna be additional problem. And we could develop something here. Farmstead, food. We could go with that. But again, really, these are not the best things. The food is completely killing us, and if we want to get anything from Duna, we need to defend Duna first and foremost. So as is, we are pretty much fucked. The Venedians are fucked. So we're gonna just do it like this, combine the forces of whatever we have, and hopefully down the line, at least with what little money we have, start protecting what we have. Or just go for the enemy. Because even this small unit can completely wipe out what defenders are at Duna. Yes, completely wipe out whatever we have at Duna. Again, food is killing us. And this is in a basic movement. No, that's in March. So we wouldn't even get to the Oyam we won't even reach Oyam to do anything. But maybe with that notion, the AI, not the AI. I'm trying to avoid saying AI. The Venedian separatists might actually say, well, you know what? He's going for our main stronghold with pathetic force that he actually has. But choices are not huge for us, so whatever we do, if we stay, we die. If we move, we probably die. If we defend Duna, and we succeed in defending Duna until it builds some agricultural buildings like Venedi farms, and we get 16 from agriculture. So we might go for that. Yes, let's do it like that. Let's fight this fight. Let's chase down whatever we have. Let's hope for the best. Let's move this mount, because these bastards are on forced march. They could probably reach us here if we get too close in forced march. Let's do it like this. Though again, they might not go for us specifically and go for Duna. We shall see. So at the moment again, -32 in public order. We could lower where is the damnable thing? Lower the taxes. We could do that, but to be honest, I don't wanna. You know, I don't wanna do that. Why would I lower taxes? Like, fuck that. I need every single money. And we can actually rename settlements. In terms of, like, taxing the province completely. It gives us a-okay. we are actually not bad if we untax the entire province. But we go immediately on 0 food, which is good. So there is no more famine for us at the moment, though we're not gaining anything. Immigrants plus 0% taxes minus 100, it goes to 974 instead of 1671. This province is exempt from taxation, so does not contribute food. Interesting. So not specific to the town, region, but the entirety of the province. The entirety of the province. We'll do it like that. I think it's better to 0 food instead of... Well, but again, still, desertion is there because of no food. We need more food. So, with this, what did we do exactly? Well, we lowered kind of a public morale going up completely. Not this going down completely. And maybe we'll be able to, even with 0 food, gain a loving. At the moment it's summer. So the next season, maybe a better season. We get a little bit of food, fertility and all. But again, that's not going to be really fertility after the summer. But hey. Hell's mother humping bells, I do not know what we the Venedians shall be doing. But as is, it is. Going for even any of these buildings, construction costs, local traditions, wealth. It's like a very bad situation we're in. I mean, it's completely bad situation. As I would love more food. Construction cost minus... No, I'm not interested in that. If we go specifically with civic bill research, I'm worried. I mean, I'm not really worried. We know that the outcome is usually the bad stuff. So going for our units, getting integrity, maybe getting Slavic spearmen instead of Levy spearmen, or stuff like that, if we survive for long. Because at the end of the day, going for whatever this gives us, this is mostly like wealth from commercial and giving you trade. And of course, ability to build buildings that we cannot build due to not being able to actually don't have money for anything. So I'm going for to get maybe like health by integrity. Take 6 freaking things, but if we finish this we get military 1 and recruitment cost minus 5% for not mercenary units if we finish the entire branch over here. But again, we do get the Slavic archers instead of Levy archers, so there is that. Slavic marauders, skirmishers. Yeah, let's go with this. Who cares? 3 turns, we're gonna gain that. Beautiful military maneuvers. Animal cunning beats weight of numbers every time. But yes indeed, this is true. We have fought with less against more. So there is that. The Blood Oath, the Crushers, they might crush Duna. And that is it, my dear friends. That is it. These medium max infantry. My god, 25 armor. And they also do have the Frenzy ability. 50 melee attack. Jesus. But let's end and see how this is gonna go for one more turn. And end there. See what happens next. We've done everything we could. Hopefully get a little bit of nothing from something. From something absolutely nothing. It's all about what now the rebels do. They can go for Polteska and we might lose Polteska. I mean, basically this is me running between 2 regions to hope and get some food for our men. And the Geats are on the move. And that basically says Duna is off limits for us. Duna is gone. We have nothing to do there unless we buy more mercenary units and able to sustain these mercenary units enough to fight the damnable Geats. Of course, This is the very start. This is basic survival. Like, this is the basic of every single survival game in the world. Food or no food. Be destroyed or be raped and pillaged and burned and hearing the lamentation of our women. This is gonna be a bad mojo. Don't really care about the Eastern or the Western Roman empires. Basically, they ain't gonna do much. That movement, man. They have such a movement compared to everything. And more Rugians coming in. Oh, Jesus. The more of the Rugians are moving in towards doing a...
Storm is coming.
yes.
People you have never seen the like. Run for cover.
And the bastards. More of them joining into this battle. But we shall fight. We shall fight. Even if we lose everything, we shall fight for as long as we can. At the very moment where the game says, the end, demon. The end. That's how long we're gonna be fighting. It's like, basically, if I stay in the Beltescaite's end, food is non-existent. The enemy is sieging us, raiding us, destroying us. We get a little bit of food. Man lost, though. Though man lost, we are getting back the integrity. Yay! Yay! Finally, everybody's like going back into the good stuff. Going back into the good stuff, but no mercenaries whatsoever for me to actually buy. The enemy full stacks. Duna is gone. There is nothing I can do there, sadly. There is absolutely nothing there for me to do. And these bastards are coming and raiding our territory again. And imagine that we actually did have, yes, autumn plus 14 from the autumn harvest. Unbelievable. I did not expect it to be the autumn that is going to give us at the end of the day the best. What we need for just one turn even. But it is for one turn. I wish you the very best, and the next turn might be the last turn for the Venedians, as we have nothing here that can actually fight the force that is in front of us, from the Viking hordes, from the separatists, the rebel scum, and of course the Huns coming from a distant steppes with a lot of medium spear infantry. A very, very bad mojo. And my ally, he's just converging everything into one of their main capitals. We can see them there. Trpimir, the Oath. And of course, the Blood Swans. That's all nice and dandy, but we are the ones in the trouble here. Anyway, wish you the very best next time. More love, more drugs, and probably the last play.